Certified Sully here, checking in from the once independent Lone Star State. So today I'm going to do a VR for Bearded Tamper. He's doing a GAW, and it is for 200 subscribers, and he's trying to bless a friend, and I might be that friend. You might be that friend if you do a VR. He's got about 211 subscribers, and he's got great content. I've actually done several trades with him. I've made him one of the tobacco pouches that you'll see later here. And he makes these just amazing pipe tampers. I have several of these. I want to say 4 of them. I've done a video on the 4 that I have. This one I keep right here by my computer. You never know when you're going to need that tamper. He's asked us to talk about what we carry in our pockets. And I kind of wished he didn't, because as I'm looking at the pile of stuff here that I just pulled out of my pockets, it's quite large. So I'm just going to kind of go through one at a time here, the stuff that I carry in my pockets. And there's no wonder I wear a belt all the time. You'll either see me in one of 2 kinds of pants. I wear either cargo shorts if I'm not riding or don't feel like wearing cowboy boots, which isn't often, or I'll wear jeans. And believe it or not, I can get all of this stuff piled into either of those. Cargo shorts make it a little bit easier just because I got the side pockets, but it is what it is. So, first of all, I carry a wallet, not just a normal wallet. It's a front pocket wallet. I learned a long time ago, because I travel a lot, if you go into some of the major metropolitan areas, it's not always good to carry a back pocket wallet because it makes it easy for guys to pickpocket you. So years ago, I started carrying a front pocket wallet. It used to be a little leather one, but now I have condensed it down into this. And so you can see all my credit cards, hunting license, concealed carry permit, everything I need, driver's license, everything I need. Notice I said concealed carry permit before I said driver's license, because I am in Texas. But it's got a little rubber band around it. You can slide your bills in on either side, sometimes both. And to get your credit cards and stuff out, you literally just push on one side, and then you pinch, and they kind of fan out. I've used this for several years, or something like this for several years. So I carry that in my front pocket. Also in my front pocket, I carry usually a couple of lighters. One is a Bic lighter, and the other is a Zippo pipe lighter, and it's got the insert in it. Now, the reason I carry 2 lighters is pretty simple. When you pack a pipe and it's right to the brim, these pipe lighters don't really, they'll light a brand new pipe full of tobacco, but if it's all the way up to the brim, it's just not as effective. So I use this to do my char light, and then I switch to this once I've tamped it down and it's a little bit below the rim. It just makes it a little bit easier. I also carry a check tool, and it's the one that looks like the pipe. You guys have probably seen these before. There is a couple of little attachments that you can pull out. Right, great little travel tool, about as big as a pocket knife. Speaking of pocket knives, I carry usually one of 3 pocket knives. Pocket knives and or belt knife. I always have a knife with me, and it depends on kind of what the occasion is. If I'm going out on the town and I'm just wearing jeans and my nice boots, then I'll carry just a pocket knife. And that's usually something small like this. Usually kind of my everyday carry this is a Kershaw. It's got a little, it's a belt clip, but I actually clip it to my pocket. It's got an assist on it, and this one has some nice stuff that I've done to it. That's a whole process, right? Because I can't leave well enough alone. And then the last knife that I will carry is a belt knife, and this looks a lot like a Benchmade. It's actually an NRA knife that you get when you become a member of the NRA. Just saying. So it's usually one of those 3 knives. I don't typically carry all 3 knives at the same time because I don't necessarily use knives for, say, protection. In that area, because I am in Texas and I am a concealed carry holder, I carry an LCP, which is a 9mm. And I almost always have this in my pocket. About a year and a half ago, I decided that I was going to carry full time. And I've decided to do that with this gun as my primary carry. So you can see it's a fairly small gun. It is, just so you know, because I know we're on YouTube, it is cleared. There's nothing in the magazine. But I also, because I carry it in my pocket, I don't use the inside the waistband. I have some of those. I'd rather carry it in my pocket. It's more comfortable for me. I carry this. Now, you can buy these on the market, minus this little piece. And I'll tell you why I added this. This is a Kydex trigger holster. It's actually a trigger guard. It's got a little piece so that when you pull it out of your pocket, this piece catches on your pocket and it comes right off. And you'll see how it does that. Comes right off out of your pocket. But I added this top piece because what I found was this thing kept riding down like this and exposing the trigger, which is the last thing I want to do when it's in my pocket. So I keep it just like that in my pocket. It actually makes for a nice little square piece, so it's really hard to print. I guess if you're really looking for it, you can see it. But I carry this pretty much everywhere I go, unless they don't allow it. Or unless I've had some beverages, because that would be illegal. I also carry, obviously I carry in the clip. I do carry loaded. I know a lot of guys don't. I carry with one in the chamber, and that's one of the reasons I use this trigger guard, is because I don't want any false fires. And this thing is hard. I mean, I've carried this for a year and a half, never had a problem with it, with the exception of that piece coming off, but I've added that top Kydex piece. Does not affect how it comes off, but it keeps it on a lot better. I mean, you can squeeze this thing like this, hard as you want, and it's not going to flip down like that like it used to. But because it's a small gun, it is something that I carry extra ammo for. So I carry an extra magazine in my pocket. So I carry right side, I shoot right-handed, I carry magazine on the left side. So my left pocket is usually the fullest pocket because it's got my lighters, my tamper, my magazine. That's why I carry this knife a lot, because it stays at the top of my pocket, doesn't go down in the bottom and make the pocket bulge out. Also, usually in that pocket, and again, I keep my right pocket with nothing but the gun because I don't want anything hitting it, marking it up, etc. But I also carry this. This is a challenge coin that was made by the guys that I ride motorcycles with. You'll see that it says the Republic of Texas Riders. It's the same on the other side. It's also got a built-in bottle opener, which I dig. Because you never know. You never know when you're going to need a bottle opener. Just saying. But I carry that all the time. Mainly just because it reminds me it's something to fiddle with in my pocket. And in my back pocket, because I don't carry a wallet, I carry my tobacco pouch. And I designed this myself, and I actually made it myself, hand-stitched. I've sent a couple of these off to folks in the YTPC as trades. It's got a nice little button flap, and in it, I carry a baggie of Bayou Morning, of course. It's my, when I never know if I'm going out to, smoke pipes with buddies or cigars with buddies, I'll take a big travel case. But more often than not, if you see me, this is what I'm going to have on me. And then also in my pocket, I'm going to carry Little Billy. You've probably heard the story of Little Billy. If you haven't, go back and check it out. It's kind of funny. But I carry this pipe because it's small. It fits in my pipe fits in my pocket real easily. And then last but not least, phone. One's not good enough. I carry two. I carry two because this is a work phone. This is my personal phone. I don't like mixing those two things together. When you ride with guys like I do, you never know what they're going to send a text about. And I like just to keep those things a little separate, if you know what I mean. And then last but not least, I told you it was a lot. I carry my truck keys because I'm in Texas. So Texas, you got to have a gun, you got to have a truck, apparently. I have an Avatal alarm on my truck, so don't try breaking into it. The alarm will go off, and it'll tell me right here, up to a mile away. I'll know that you're breaking into my truck. But I also use what's called, I think it's called a carbon cage, or it's actually a carbo cage. And it's basically two pieces of carbon fiber that are held together by screws, and they go through your keys. And what that does is it keeps them from like separating and jingling around. I like kind of a compact set of keys, but you just flip your key out, start your truck, when you're done. If you're trying to get to the other keys, you'll notice that they're kind of smaller. You just reach into that little hole, push it down, and there you go. And you got access to all your keys, but you don't have to worry about them all flipping around everywhere. And, you know, hey, I've got another bottle opener, just in case. And then, you know, if I'm going out on the town and I want to travel slim, sometimes I'll just carry the small key. Not often, but I do. So there you have it. I mean, I never realized how much I carry in my wallet, in my pocket, in my pants. But now that you mention it, that is a lot of freaking stuff. Oh, sorry, still got a lighter and a gun. Look at all that stuff. That is always in my pockets. So I think maybe and everything's falling down. I think maybe you've inspired me to figure out, is there a better way of doing this? I don't know. I feel like I gotta have it all. So maybe I'll reconsider some of these things. But anyway, again, congratulations on your 200 subs. Congratulations on having a channel with great content. We enjoy it, or at least I do. I can't speak for everybody, but I enjoy it. And hopefully I can continue to be your friend. I know we've already exchanged some stuff before, and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity. So with that, I am Roguelad Solely. Keep the rubber side down, folks.